that music's supposed to get you in the mood for football, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Cumberland Valley High School marching band, accompanied by the Good Hope Middle School 7th and 8th grade band, as well as the Eagle View Middle School 7th and 8th grade band. Each year, these bands combine to form one giant band for the annual Bands in the Stands event. This year, we feature 285.
Hey, we're good.
Grades 7 through 12. That includes 150 high school band members and 160 middle school band members.
This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cumberland Valley High School on a beautiful night for football in New Kingston. I'm Gary Klein, along with Ed Gottwals, where tonight the Chambersburg Trojans open Commonwealth Division play against a longtime perennial powerhouse, the Cumberland Valley Eagles. And tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. By Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. By the Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. By the United States Air Force, aim high, the U.S. Air Force. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road, Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, 350 North Antrim Way, Greencastle. By Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Service, superior service, competitive prices, 2406 Volley Pitcher Highway south of Chambersburg. Also brought to you by Green Village Drive-In, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans. By Nellie Fox Bowl, laser bowling every Friday and Saturday night at Nellie Fox Bowl. By Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Phone 717-597-9900. By Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. By Klein Tours, New York, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Costa Rica, and more. Visit KleinTours.net for complete tour schedule. And tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. And we are about 25 minutes away from kickoff, and it has been a long time, Ed. 1992, the last time that Chambersburg defeated a Cumberland Valley team. 25 years later, Trojans still looking for their next one.
And honestly, there haven't been that many close ones either.
No, there have not. That's the sad part. There have not been many close ones at all.
And that's a combination of Cumberland Valley having pretty much the premier program in the whole mid-state area, and Chambersburg having not so much the best program.
And
they seem to be on opposite sides of the stick every time.
And that's the way it has been. And you hope that it's going to change for the better for Chambersburg. You would like to think maybe that could be tonight, but realistically, the Chambersburg Trojans are in for a rough start to the Commonwealth schedule.
Well, let's say this: they don't have odds in high school, but I would say you probably have to put the odds around 3 touchdowns if you're going to do it.
Yes, and I think that's being kind.
Yeah, well, because Cumberland Valley has apparently, it seems to be a better than normal team for them, which is saying something because they're usually very, very good. Whereas Chambersburg, did not have a good start, and of course last week was such a weird thing with the forfeit. Kind of hard to tell what kind of team's going to come out tonight. It's such a weird thing to have, a week off in the middle of the season, and especially under the circumstances they had. So. You never know. It might be a positive for them to a certain extent. Yeah, maybe it will be. We'll see. But there's really not a book on how to prepare after a forfeit, is there? Yeah. No. No. Yeah, that's not in the playbook. So we're into new territory here. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And it did give them an extra day of practice, like I think you said in the article. They used the day off to practice last Friday. They did, and as I said, Cumberland Valley has a different look with the wing tee. It used to be a lot of teams ran that, but now there's not too many. Some teams run a little bit of it, but Cumberland Valley, I think, is the only team on the schedule that runs it predominantly. So to be able to defend that, you have to get a look at it from your scout team, and the scout team had an extra day to prepare for it. So it might make a little bit of difference. It might not make any difference, but the one thing is they didn't get anybody injured last week. That's the good news. Yeah. In fact, they had a chance to get some people a little more healthy. So, in that regard, it might have been a little bit good. But that's really stretching it, looking for positives. Yes, it is. But we'll hope that some of those positives do play out here tonight for Chambersburg's sake. We'll be back with more of the Antrim Insurance pregame show right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Fall is fabulous in Franklin County, whether it is in your own backyard or as a weekend getaway. Lots of apples, pumpkins, hay mazes, hay rides, fall foliage, festivals, and more. The 27th annual Franklin Fall Farm Fun Fest is your chance to milk a cow, enjoy a bowl of fresh ice cream, or take a wagon farm tour. This and more family fun at Berkeley Farms on Grand Point Road, Chambersburg on September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more fun, find your way out of a 10-acre corn maze at Country Creek Produce Farm on Enter Road in Chambersburg. Great fall fun is waiting in Franklin County. For more to see and do, visit explorefranklincountypa.com.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwalls back at Cumberland Valley High School. The Trojans lost their quarterback, Tyler Collier, in the first week of the season. In fact, on the second series. And it appears there's a good chance we will see at least some of Tyler tonight, Ed.
What it sounded like when I talked to Coach Luther on Wednesday, he said it was going to be a day-to-day decision, and he's going to make the final decision Friday. But I think, at the very least, he wanted to get him some action. So I think he'll make an appearance at some point tonight.
So, that could be beneficial for the Chambersburg Trojans. Brady Stumball has done a good job filling in, but Collier, the senior signal, or not the senior signal caller, but back from last year, and looking for better things in 2017. Meanwhile, this Cumberland Valley team, they are coming off of a big 49-23 win over Bishop McDevitt, 35-10 over Central York, and 21-14 over Coatesville. So the Eagles off to their typical good start, Ed, and beat some pretty quality teams there in the beginning of the season.
I was going to say that's a pretty strong preseason, well, not preseason, but that's a pretty strong pre-Commonwealth schedule. That tells you the caliber of play they've had so far this season, because Coatesville probably ranked fairly high in District 1, and Central York's had some good teams, recently, and of course Bishop McDevitt's Bishop McDevitt, and they handled them pretty easily last week.
And so, for Chambersburg, they lost 28-7 in their opener to Greencastle, and then lost 2 weeks ago to Shippensburg 21-14. And then the forfeit went in the books as a 2-0 loss for Chambersburg against Red Lion last week. We will be coming back with more of the pregame show from Cumberland Valley High School after these messages on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you. Why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hi, it's Greg Kennedy, General Manager at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Don't let other dealers tell you what we can't do. Let us show you what we can do. There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is you don't have to travel. We're right here in Greencastle. Stop and shop or check us out online at blazechevy.com, where you can shop at your place, at your pace. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy deal. We've got the used car super center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania state inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tag savings on every Chevy in stock. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drives. So find out for yourself why so many travel so far. It's our lowest price guarantee, and only right here in Greencastle at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. Call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick of the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Well, with last week's forfeit and canceled game, here we are into week 4 of the season. Chambersburg will play their first home game next week, the September the 29th. So the Trojans, almost a month into the season now, have not had a home game.
That's probably the first. Let's put it this way. It's probably the latest they ever had a home game for the first one.
Yes,
I can't imagine any circumstances like that.
Yeah, because you don't open up with 4 weeks on the road normally. But yes, it is. They have not had the opportunity to play a game yet in Trojan Stadium. And some other games around the area tonight, and one that we'll especially keep an eye on is that Waynesboro-Shippensburg game. That's at Waynesboro tonight. It's a Colonial Division opener for both schools, and Waynesboro coming in with a record of 1-2. Shippensburg coming in undefeated, and we'll see how that one plays out, Ed. It was a close ball game last year with Shippensburg and Waynesboro.
Shippensburg has Adam Hauser back, which is going to make a big difference, I think. I kind of was one reason I wanted to see Chambersburg play Redline last week was to see how the score compared to Redline Waynesboro, to kind of get an idea of where they stood. But of course that didn't happen. So although the 2-0 score was a lot closer than Waynesboro's score.
Yes, it was. Officially, it was 2-0.
Officially.
Yeah, officially. Yeah.
But I think Waynesboro will give them battle, but I think Shippensburg's probably going to win by at least a couple touchdowns. That'd be my guess.
And Greencastle at home tonight with West Perry. It's homecoming at Greencastle, and the Blue Devils lost a couple of tough ones in a row and a couple of very good opponents in East Pennsboro and also in Milton Hershey. West Perry's 0-3, but the teams they've played have been undefeated so far this year.
Yeah, and West Perry had a rough year last year, but I'd heard they're going to be better. So I think they'll give, Greencastle some competition, but I would certainly expect Greencastle to win this tonight.
Yeah, he certainly would. And James Buchanan, the other county school, this is a bye week for them.
Yes.
And they play Clear Spring, Maryland next Friday night, and they are bye here this week. So. And now Chambersburg actually with 9 games on the schedule. James Buchanan has 9, and Waynesboro with 9 on the schedule. So a lot of schools short a home date this year. In James Buchanan's case, they're short about 2 to 3 home dates, as they only have, or actually 2 home dates. They only have 3 home games. Well, the business at hand here, Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley, and we'll be coming back with the start of tonight's game and the opening kickoff after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Nellie Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nellie Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
Fall is fabulous in Franklin County, whether it is in your own backyard or as a weekend getaway. Lots of apples, pumpkins, hay mazes, hay rides, fall foliage, festivals, and more. The 27th annual Franklin Fall Farm Fun Fest is your chance to milk a cow, enjoy a bowl of fresh ice cream, or take a wagon farm tour. This and more family fun at Berkeley Farms on Grand Point Road, Chambersburg on September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more fun, find your way out of a 10-acre corn maze at Country Creek Produce Farm on Enter Road in Chambersburg. Great fall fun is waiting in Franklin County. For more to see and do, visit explorefranklincountypa.com.
Most of us would agree that getting your education is important. Most of us would also agree that finding a way to pay for it can be difficult. The United States Air Force can help. We'll help get your education with up to 100% tuition assistance. You can also earn an associate's degree through the Community College of the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message is brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick and the United States Air Force, and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
When it comes to flipping pages of a calendar, Johnny's Rod Hawker Dog Hawker has plenty of practice.
It's Johnny's anniversary sale. We're celebrating 62 years in Chambersburg and 7 years at the Johnny's Express in Martinsburg. We've got great buys on restaurant quality foods at wholesale prices.
Like 12-ounce New York strip steaks, $4.95 each. 8-ounce Black Gold Ranch steaks, $4.95 each. Fully cooked beef brisket, $6.95 a pound. And fully cooked oven roast or buffalo wings, 5 pounds for $21.95.
A 5-pound box of 36 40-count roll golf shrimp for just $29.95, or 5 pounds of medium broken roll golf shrimp pieces for just $17.95. Wow!
Try Johnny's new dinners for two: beef and broccoli, chicken stir fry, or chicken Alfredo, just $4.25 each.
It's the anniversary sale at Johnny's, Route 11 South in Chambersburg, and Johnny's Express, Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg.
And check the website Johnny'sInc.com for other great anniversary sale buys.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will.
Thank you, and may God bless America.
And tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities, as we are about ready for football tonight here at Cumberland Valley High School, as the Trojans get set to take on the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
It's a warm night for football. There is absolutely no wind blowing. If you've been up this way, there's a huge American flag right along Route 11 by the stadium. It's limp. There's not even any movement at all. So, and the one thing I can tell you is Cumberland Valley has about twice as many players dressed as Chambersburg. That might become a factor
Yes, it very well could, as it's going to be very warm down on the field. And for this is actually the first day of autumn, but you would not know it here by the temperature. Actually, the game time temperature here tonight is 76 degrees, and humidity at 53%.
Well, I think August and September switch dates on the calendar.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
First 2 games of the year, I had to wear long pants, and now I'm wearing shorts and I'm hot.
Yeah.
Chambersburg will be kicking off first.
So they will kick it off to 21-yard line. I believe that was Jake Hart on the return for Cumberland Valley.
Pretty good coverage there by Chambersburg. He caught the ball on the goal line, and I think he had looked like a seam there, but they closed it up pretty quickly and got him at the 21.
So that's where the Eagles will go to work. 1st and 10 for their own 21-yard line. Jared Plessinger is at quarterback for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. And Plessinger in the shotgun. And out of the wing tee, of course, is the Eagles. And there's Plessinger handing the football off and getting room up to, it looks like, near the 30-yard line. It's going to be well short of the first down as it goes up to about the 33-yard line.
So it was number 25, but that's not the same guy.
Okay, yeah, that's listed as Lucas Stoutmich, number 25. And there is the handoff again around the right side, and this time it's first down yardage and more up over the 45-yard line. Is that 22?
That was 20. That was Palmer.
Oh, Palmer, Jake Palmer, number 20, out of the backfield for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. And there again, the handoff is to Palmer. He'll take it around the right side this time, and he'll get it up to the 40-yard line. So Cumberland Valley, who started on their own 21, has moved to the Trojans' 40-yard line on this first drive. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And again, they'll keep it on the ground and working the ball up over the 30-yard line.
That was Palmer again. It's the same play 3 straight times, and they haven't been able to stop it at all. I think they gave him 10 yards exactly for another first. 3 runs, 3 first downs.
10:41 first quarter, Cumberland Valley on their opening drive, and there is a big hole going through Trojan defenders, and getting into the end zone for the touchdown is Cole McCoy. So the Eagles make it look easy on that first drive, 79 yards total. And they lead this one by a score of 6-0.
Looked like the same exact play, just a different player and to the opposite side. It's just a really a very basic play in the wing tee, just sort of a counter, and Chambersburg has not been able to stop it.
And ready for the extra point kick. And the snap is up. The kick looks good. It is good. Cumberland Valley with 10:29 remaining in the first quarter. They lead this one over Chambersburg by a score of 7-0 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com. Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories From traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear, we do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design. Individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5. MidpenBroadcasting.com. And the Eagles kicking the football off to the Trojans. They take it back about the 10 and working up to about the 20-yard line for the Chambersburg Trojans is number 41, and that is Jamie Ramos. So the Trojans will start from their own 20-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 yards to go for Chambersburg. And let's see, Tyler Collier is in at quarterback, starting the game. And Collier will hand it off, and that's Taylor. And Taylor is going to get knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Collier, a 6'7" junior, 219 pounds.
That was Keyshawn Jones on the carry.
Okay, beg your pardon. It was Jones and not Taylor.
And he got 0.
Yeah. So again, this is Collier, and he'll hand the ball off again, and this time getting a hole and getting some daylight and a first down up to the 30-yard line for Chambersburg.
That's Jones again.
And Jones again with the carry.
Pick up a 14 on the play.
So a nice run from Keyshawn Jones. And Collier under center again, and he hand the football off, and this time not much room. Just up over the 35 to the 36. That's Keyshawn Jones again with the carry.
Pick up a 3 on that.
So it'll be a second down and 7 yards to go. 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. Cumberland Valley leads at 7-0. Trojans on their first possession, on the move, going left to right across your computer screen tonight. And Collier with that long count, and he'll hand the football off again, and he gives it to Jones, and there's not much running room. Just up over the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of a yard on the play.
Looks like they're going to drop. Actually going to lose a yard on that.
So Spot's going to move it back a yard. And that'll be a 3rd and 8 for Chambersburg. Now you're talking first down to keep the drive alive.
Might get to see Tyler Collier's first pass this year.
It's obviously a passing situation for Collier and the Trojans. And this is Collier back. He throws into the air. It is no good, incomplete, and almost intercepted by Dennis Hayeskaya.
That was actually Charlie Catcher that almost got it, number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
He's the Penn State. He's the Penn State recruit.
Yeah, catcher, yeah. Wrong side of the roster. So now the punt team in for Chambersburg, as the Trojans will have to punt it away and punt it back to Cumberland Valley with 8:08 remaining here in the first quarter. And there's the head-high snap, and the kick is up. It's going to take a bounce and be downed by the Chambersburg Trojans, and that's going to be at the 35-yard line. So now Cumberland Valley going to work on offense again with 8 minutes to go, first quarter.
29-yard punt there for Taylor. We'll see if they can find a way to stop CV here, at least slow him down.
CD did not have much trouble on their first drive of the night. And there is a handoff, and this time getting tripped up just over the line of scrimmage is number 38, Galen Whitmer. Cumberland Valley uses about 5 different backs out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Of course, Palmer, the big one, but they use quite a few. And this time, Plessinger is under center, motion to the left, and there comes the handoff and breaking it around the sides, first down yardage.
That's Palmer
Up
again.
over the 50, and is Jake Palmer.
We just have not been able to stop that play. The blocking up front is opening a very wide hole, and Palmer picked up another 15 on the play.
And another Cumberland Valley first down. This time it goes to Catcher, and he's going to get it up to the 45-yard line, or beg your pardon, that's Cole McCoy, number 1. It'll be a second down and about 6 yards to go for Cumberland Valley. If you're just joining us, Eagles lead at 7-0. Cumberland Valley second possession. Plessinger, the quarterback. One back behind him. Plessinger rolls right. He's got to put it in the air. He is going long, and he has his man. Touchdown. That's Charlie Catcher out in front of the secondary. And the touchdown pass for Cumberland Valley of 55 yards.
45.
45.
Yeah.
45 yards for Cumberland Valley. It would look easy, Ed.
Well, it was, because they've been running the ball so well. They had it set up. They did a play action, and Catcher was able to blow past the secondary, and it wasn't a great pass. He had to wait on it, but he still had so much room, he was able to catch it.
And here's Catcher to kick the extra point, and it's up. It is good. And there's a break in the action here at Cumberland Valley High School, with the Cumberland Valley Eagles leading the Trojans 14-0 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at PremierHVACPA.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals back at Cumberland Valley. Eagles have got their hands on the ball twice and taken it to the house twice. They lead this one by a score of 14-0. A squib kick picked up by the Chambersburg Trojans, and they're going to be able to return that one to the 35-yard line. So to the 35 on the return for Chambersburg. Andrew Shetter on the return for the Chambersburg Trojans.
So they'll start on their own 34. Need to make something happen here. Don't want to let this game get out of hand here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they need to run off some clock and put some points on the board. It's already 14-0 Cumberland Valley. High snap, but Collier has it, and he with a screen out to the right and up to the 40-yard line. Try to pick up the number there. Okay, it's number 20, and that is Kyra Morton. So it'll be a second down and 4 yards to go. Collier will hand the football off and trying to break it around the right side, but not able to find a hole on that for the Chambersburg Trojans. Is number...
that was Jones again.
Jones, yes.
Unfortunately, that's a loss of 4 on that one.
Keyshawn Jones. That one did not work well for Chambersburg. And they already face a 3rd down and 8 yards to go. And going to have to pick up 8 yards here or kick the ball back to Cumberland Valley. Collier, the quarterback, standing alone, and he'll throw it, and the pass is going to be knocked down, incomplete. And the Trojans will punt it away again, 3 and out for Chambersburg.
Like Cumberland Valley linebacker knocked that one. He just reached up, and there was going to be a pass right in the flat behind the line. He just reached up and knocked it down.
And it's catcher deep, awaiting the punt from Chambersburg. And there is the kick, and catcher takes it back at the 35. He's to the 40. And catcher still on his feet across midfield. And catcher still, and again breaks tackles and gets down inside the 30-yard line.
You just saw right there why Penn State's interested in having him.
Yeah, that's told it all there.
He's got pretty decent size. He's 6'3", 210, but he has some great moves with like smaller guys. Took it down to the Chambersburg 28.
And Greencastle, West Perry are tied. 8:08 left in the first quarter, 7-7. Here, Cumberland Valley with a 14-0 lead over Chambersburg. They'll give it to Palmer, and Palmer is not going to find any room as he's brought down by a host of Chambersburg Trojans at about the 30-yard line, just over the 30.
That time Chambersburg stopped it for no gain. That's first play that Cumberland Valley hasn't had a lot of yardage. They had one other play gain 1 yard. Everything else has been pretty big.
And it's 2nd down and 10 yards to go, and they pitch it to Palmer again, and he's got it around the left side. And he is going to get some room and is going to be down with a flag down at the 30, down about the 21, 22-yard line.
Yeah, they caught number 26, Zach Snow, there with a hold, and it's pretty obvious. It's right out in the middle of the green grass. There wasn't any players around him, and the officials could see that pretty easily. And that happened behind the line, so this is actually going to end up being a net loss of 14 yards, I believe. Yeah, they'll put it at the 42.
So all the way to the 42-yard line.
Well, right now it's a good chance for Chambersburg's defense to step up here.
Yeah. And 2nd and 24. This is where they need to stop. And they are into Trojans territory. 2nd down, 24 yards to go. And this is Plessinger. He rolls right. He's in trouble. And it's going to be brought down by the Trojans at the 45-yard line. Plessinger had nowhere to throw it, and the Trojans got him.
That was actually catcher had the ball.
Or I'm sorry, catcher number 2.
Yeah, and I think it was number 30 for Chambersburg. Unfortunately, on my roster, I don't have a number 30, but that's who made the tackle. If you know who number 30 is, then you know who it was.
Nicholas for Chambersburg. Nicholas Corley.
Okay. Yeah. So it's 3rd and 27. There's a flag.
And now Plessinger goes deep. He throws it. The pass is going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
It's way back here behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that was movement on CV or not, but
if it is, it'll be declined.
Yeah, illegal motion. They're going to decline it.
So it'll be a 4th and 27 for Cumberland Valley. So now the Trojans come up with a very good series there.
Well, they're definitely helped out by the holding penalty, but on the first down, they didn't get any yardage either. So it's very, and then also a loss of 3 on one play. So that was good defense.
Charlie Castner gets set to kick it away. And the ball is going to take a bounce and roll inside the 10-yard line. And Cumberland Valley will down it there.
Be at the 9s where they're going to start.
So the Chambersburg Trojans with their backs to the wall. It is a 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line is where the Trojans will go to work.
.250 left in the first quarter, and a long way to go here. Getting a couple first downs will be nice to see.
Yes, it would. And there is the handoff at this time, getting some running room. I believe that's Johnson again.
It's Jones.
Or Jones, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Keyshawn Jones.
Picked up 4 on the play. Cumberland Valley had a run blitz going there, but the handoff went to a different hole, so he was able to get a little bit of room.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go. 2nd and 6. Tyler Collier out of the shotgun. And Collier will pitch the ball to the left and breaking around the side and getting up over the 25, 26-yard line, depending where the spot of the football comes.
That was Jones again.
And he's been the workhorse tonight for Chambersburg. Going to be a Trojan 1st down with plenty to spare.
But they're marking it to 26. That was a gain of 13 on the play.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Trojans from that spot. This drive started on their own 9-yard line. And they have a 1st down. They've moved to the 26, 1:48 first quarter. Eagles lead this one by a score of 14-0. And here's Collier again. And he'll hand it off and getting a couple of yards, maybe 2 yards on the play, is Keyshawn Jones.
No.
It's
looks like Tucker Heckman on that. Jones came out for a little break there, and Tucker Heckman took the, I believe that was him, took the carry. Picked up 2.
Down to a minute to go, first quarter. And Collier. And again, the handoff and trying to break it around the right side and getting knocked down at the 25-yard line. That
was number 11. Again, he's not on my roster.
I have 11 as Keaton Morris.
Well, that play lost a couple yards. Actually lost 3 yards.
And it's a 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Clock down to 27 seconds. Play clock at 14. And Collier will drift back. He'll put it in the air and he'll have it out and incomplete as the ball was overthrown, and that was intended for Kyrie Morton out at about the 50-yard line. And there'll be 16 seconds at a first quarter and a 4th down and 11. So Chambersburg unable to do anything offensively again on this series, and they'll be kicking it back to the Cumberland Valley Eagles. And it's the kick that is straight up in the air and is going to take a bounce. And going to roll out.
That was actually caught on the sideline by Spencer Seaman, who's injured this year. But
so
I guess that's his contribution to the game.
Yeah, out of bounds, catching an out of bounds punt. Yeah.
Put his crutches down and caught the ball.
Yeah. And that is 7.4 seconds in the first quarter. Gary Klein with Ed Gottwalls. Thanks for joining us tonight from Cumberland Valley High School. And the Eagles in their traditional red and trimmed in white catcher goes in motion. And he'll get the, they faked it, the catcher, but went the other way with it.
There's a fumble on the play. It looks like Chambersburg has it.
So the Trojans have recovered the football. So another break for Chambersburg.
That was Whitmer on the carry up the middle, and somebody knocked the ball loose, and it came free of the huddle, and Chambersburg picked it up.
This is an opportunity in the ball game you want to take advantage of. You've had the turnover. You came off of a good series. It stopped Cumberland Valley in the last one for the first time. But if you really want to switch some momentum, you need to put some points on the board.
This is the best field position they've had.
And it's Collier, and motion coming, and he'll hand the football off to Jones, and he'll get it up to about the 45-yard line. Or was that Morton this time?
That was Jones.
Yeah. Or Jones, yeah.
Looks like they're going to give him 1 yard.
And there is the end of the first quarter with the score. Cumberland Valley 14, Chambersburg nothing on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the SportsPage.blog, and GameTimePA.com. Is fabulous in Franklin County, whether it is in your own backyard or as a weekend getaway. Lots of apples, pumpkins, hay mazes, hay rides, fall foliage, festivals, and more. The 27th annual Franklin Fall Farm Fun Fest is your chance to milk a cow, enjoy a bowl of fresh ice cream, or take a wagon farm tour. This and more family fun at Berkeley Farms on Grand Point Road, Chambersburg on September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more fun, find your way out of a 10-acre corn maze at Country Creek Produce Farm on Enter Road in Chambersburg. Great fall fun is waiting in Franklin County. For more to see and do, visit ExploreFranklinCountyPA.com. Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals back here at Cumberland Valley High School. As the Trojans, after the turnover, Collier goes to the air. He has it complete, but it's going to be for no gain and possibly a loss there.
That was completed to Morton, but he was tackled for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, it was completion, but negative yards.
It's going to be 3rd and 12 now.
So just like that, you're 3rd and long after the fumble recovery. And Collier is back as he drops back and throws the football and has it complete for the first down. Out at the 40-yard line, Tyler Collier comes up big. And
it's Justin Reichenbaugh.
Reichenbaugh, number 23 for Chambersburg. So on 3rd and 12, the Trojans keep their drive alive.
15-yard pass play there.
And this will be Collier handing the football off again, and with some pretty good moves and turning it into some positive yardage is Morton, number 20.
That's Jones.
That's Jones, 28. I keep getting, it looks like a 2-0.
Yeah. Well, if it's a runner, it's going to be Jones.
So it's 2nd down and 4 yards to go, 2nd and 4. And the ball, a bad snap, but Collier picks it up and makes positive yardage out of it to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a first down for the Trojans.
Actually worked pretty well for Chambersburg because Cumberland Valley sort of overran the play a little bit. They saw the ball on the ground, and Collier was able to get through a little gap there and picked up 6 yards and got the first down.
So here come the Trojans. And they'll hand it off again, and Jones is not going to get anything this time. In fact, he's going to be knocked out in the backfield for a loss.
That was a play where, I'm the football expert, but that's a play where Collier should have pulled the ball back out again, because Cumberland Valley had run through the A gap there, and they had that play completely snuffed out. Jones had nowhere to go. Had Collier pulled it, he might have had a chance to get around the end, or at least look for a receiver. Jones had no chance on that. -2 on the play.
And it'll be a 2nd and 12. And there is a timeout on the field. And we'll break in the action with the score. Cumberland Valley 14, Chambersburg nothing on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School, everyone, where the Chambersburg Trojans in this one trail 14-0. They face a 2nd down and 12 yards to go, 2nd and 12. And some play action, the fake handoff, and the pass is off. It's incomplete. It'll be a 3rd and 12 for Chambersburg.
That was the same basic play. That time Collier did pull the ball out, rolled to his right, and looked for a receiver out there, but didn't make the connection.
14-13, Greencastle leads West Perry, and they've actually just scored a touchdown as we speak. 21-13, 2nd quarter, 8:55. Greencastle leads West Perry. Waynesboro ahead of Shippensburg down.
Actually, it tipped off his hands.
So it's incomplete at a 4th down.
It would have been short, but he didn't make the catch. Yeah, they're going to
be for the Chambersburg Trojans, and it's going to be way off the mark to the right. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 yards to go.
That was probably out of it there.
Second half leading in this one by a score of 14-0. So that'll move it 5 closer. And make it a 1st down and 5 yards to go, 1st and 5.
It's Chambersburg's first penalty of the game.
So it'll be a 1st and 10. And the ball is on the 30-yard line. The referees confer. Bringing it around the right side, finding some holes. This is Kastner, and he's out in the open. He's down to the 30, to the 20, brings a tackle there, gets by another Trojan, and down near the end zone, touchdown, Cumberland Valley.
70 yards on the play. He made a couple nice cutbacks, and realistically, he should have been tackled down there deep in Trojan territory, but he just ran through a tackle, made a nice little stutter step, and got himself clear to the corner. He covered a lot more than 70 yards on that. He came around the right side, went the whole way to the right sideline just about, and went back to the other corner.
And for me, it's a continuation of Onassis Neely from last week, who had all those big runs for East Pennsboro. Just like you saw from Kastner. And the kick is up. The kick is good. So the Cumberland Valley Eagles tack another one on with 8:28 to go, first quarter. It's Cumberland Valley 21, Chambersburg nothing on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Supporting your team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Cumberland Valley to kick it off here once again tonight with a 21-0 lead over the Chambersburg Trojans with 8:28 to play in the first half. So the Eagles ready to kick it away. And the kick is going to be taken on the line by the Trojans. And they have a little bit of a hole, able to get it up to about the 34-yard line. So a fairly decent return for the Chambersburg Trojans. Shetter on the return for Chambersburg.
Yep, Andrew Shetter. Chambersburg will start on their own 34.
Trojans trying to at least put some points on the board here, down in this one by a score of 21-0. And there's the handoff, and breaking it around the right side is Jones. And he is going to take it out of bounds after a pickup of a couple of yards.
Jones definitely has some wheels. No question about that. He was completely cut off around the end there, and he just broke it out to the outside, managed to pick up 4 yards on the play. They were excited about him, I know that. He did some good things in middle school as a freshman team, so.
And they'll hand it off again to Jones, and he breaks a tackle, gets up to the 45-yard line, and a first down for Chambersburg.
Pick up a 7 there for Jones. So just making some adjustments here on the line. This time it's going to be a run by Collier.
And he runs around the right side, but he's got nowhere to go. Eagles bottle him up very quickly. There is a flag on the field at the 43-yard line, or excuse me, 47.
And Collier had some open running room, except for the fact that he was tackled from behind one of the CV defenders. This could be a face mask against CV. Not sure.
Looks like it's going against the Eagles, and it is. And a 15-yarder.
Yeah, I'm thinking what happened there is the guy who caught him from behind must have reached up around and snugged the face mask. Didn't see it from our angle, but I can't imagine. So it's down to the CV 39 now.
And the first down for the Chambersburg in the Cumberland Valley territory.
That's going to be motion against Chambersburg, or illegal procedure. Making it hard on yourself when you have those things, little things like that happen. Just get a big break with a 15-yard penalty, now you got 1st and 15.
Right away, you give it back. And motion again coming. And this will be Collier. He'll get the ball off. He's got it complete. And over and down to the 26-yard line.
That was Coda Heckman on the catch.
So Heckman makes the catch. And it's a Trojans first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. It was a nice play by Collier. He made the read. Looked like he was going to run and just stopped short and hit Heckman on a crossing pattern there.
And this is Collier again. He'll give it to Jones. He has some room, but he'll get up to about the 17-yard line.
They're going to mark him at the 18, so it should be first and 1 or second and 1, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, just shy of the first down.
So that's a 9-yard pickup. Nice drive being put together here by Chambersburg. Hope they can finish it.
It is, and that's the key. They need to finish it. So far, they haven't been able to do that tonight. And again, we'll get the handoff, but nothing there.
He might have enough for the first
little.
down, though.
Is it enough, though, for the first down?
I'm pretty sure. Well,
it's going to depend where the spot
No,
comes.
he didn't get a very good spot.
Now it's third down and 1.
No, they did give him the first down.
Okay, now
I was
it
going to
is
say, looked like he picked up about 2 yards, at least one.
So now a delayed first down. The Trojans will take it.
It's on the 17 now.
Trojans deep into Eagles territory. And the handoff is there, but it's not going to be, he's going to be greeted by a wall of Cumberland Valley defenders.
Yep, I think they went to the well a little bit too often on that one. They had that closed off. Jones made a nice little move, dancing move there in the hole, but there was nothing doing. Actually, he lost a yard of play.
So it'll be a second down. And 11 yards to go, second and 11. And you see that's Keyshawn Jones there in the backfield with Collier. And
that was weird.
That was
They're not going to call that that's a pass.
You would think. What are they saying?
Collier went to make a pass and the ball just kind of flipped out of his hand, but he made the motion for a pass. Oh my goodness, they're going to call it a fumble. Oh, his arm moved. I mean, obviously he lost control of it, but he made a motion like he was going to pass it. They called it a fumble.
And yeah, I'm watching it right now on the delay here, and
jeez, unless it came out of his hand before he made the throwing motion, but kind of hard to tell on that from here.
It did not appear to. So the Eagles are going to take over.
Jeez.
And there it was, Trojans deep into Cumberland Valley territory. And the fumble the football. And there's a break of one tackle. And getting loose up over midfield, that is Palmer. Jake Palmer.
You have to believe Chambersburg, a really tough break like that, they got to be ready because Cumberland Valley's going to come right at them. That's a gain of 27 on the play.
Eagles with a 21-0 lead, and they go to Palmer again, and this time the Trojans are ready for it.
That's the first time they've stopped that play. Last time they went right on it, and this time they went left, and Chambersburg was able to get right in there and stop it for no gain. It was Jarrett Seacrest made the play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Cumberland Valley Eagles.
I'd be watching for a pass on this one.
Could very well be. Second and 10. And there it comes, Ed. Plessinger's back, and no, he's going to keep it himself, and he'll get it down the sideline, all the way down to the 30, and a flag on the play, which came after the play.
Well, I think Plessinger was intending to pass that, but when he saw how wide open it was for a run, he just took off. And it's possible they might have roughed him out of bounds. But it could have been a hold, too, because the flags are back here on the field. And Cumberland Valley's going back a little bit. Well, they got a conference going on. There's 3 flags down. Oh, there's another. I see it. There's a Chambersburg player on the field over there too. It's something against Cumberland Valley. I can tell.
So it does go against the Eagles.
I gotta remember my binoculars next time. I can't see who's over there on the down for Chambersburg.
And walking off the field now. Is that 80? 86?
86 maybe.
Number 86. For the Trojans is Alex Lipinski.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 50-yard line. 3 seconds, 14.
Second down, 14 yards to go for the Trojans. 3:23 remaining to be played.
So it ended up being an 11-yard gain for Plessinger, and then they moved the ball back to the 50 on the penalty.
And
oh, it's a double handoff.
And the Eagles will get it up only to the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 10 yards on the play.
They gave it to Palmer, and he handed off right away to McCoy. Picked up 9. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
Clock running at 2:43 to go, first half. Cumberland Valley with a 21-0 lead over Chambersburg, on the move again at the Trojan 41-yard line. And this is Plessinger back. He's going to throw, and he's got it complete. That's Kastner down the left side, and he is going to get down to near the 10-yard line.
He was wide open.
Yep.
He's our main target, and there was nobody even close to him. Looks like it's going to be on the 12-yard line.
A future Nittany Lion.
And I mean, they're not planning to use him on offense as far as I know, but he's certainly pretty good on offense.
Yeah. And there is the pitch back, and staying on his feet, getting into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's Palmer again.
So Palmer takes it in, and the Eagles stretch their lead to 27-0. With 1:53 to go in the first half.
Whitmer with the snap. Jared Plessinger with the hold.
And the kick is perfect. And a break in the action. 1:53 to go, first half. Cumberland Valley 28, Chambersburg 0 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year. This is midpenbroadcasting.com.
And here comes the kickoff. It takes a bounce and is picked up by the Chambersburg Trojans. And getting nowhere with it is number 41 of the Trojans. That's Jamie Ramos.
That was 40.
Or was it 41?
44, I believe.
44?
Corwell. Jake Corwell.
So that would be Jake Corwell.
There's a good Chambersburg football name from the past.
Yeah, Corwell. Yeah.
Start on their own 24 here. Only a minute 47 left. It's interesting to see how they play this.
And we're one touchdown and extra point conversion away from mercy rule for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, if you're going to try to score, you just got to make sure you don't turn the ball over here. That's the big thing.
And they'll hand the football off and not finding any room at all.
There's a penalty.
And a flag on the field.
Looks to me like Cumberland Valley kind of realizing Jones' speed. They're really getting guys out to the edge quick, so he can't get to turn the corner on him. That's against Chambersburg. They declined it. So they're going to give Jones 1 yard on the play.
It'll be a second down and 9. The Trojans facing a second down, 9 yards to go. And Collier drops back. He has it incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
That's Reichenbach. Yeah. Should have had that one, folks.
Yeah, that was right in the numbers.
It was interesting because Coda Heckman was downfield a little bit further on very much the same line, and he was wide open. I don't think Collier saw him. But Reichenbach was open. I'll tell you, Collier definitely has a big-time arm.
He does. He can throw it.
Yep.
And throw it for distance.
Yep. Just got to be able to take advantage of that.
And Collier drops back again, pumps once, now rolls to his right, and he has it off. He's got it completed out at the 44-yard line for a first down.
And that was... It is Reichenbach again.
Yeah, it was completed to number 23, Justin Reichenbach.
That was a gain of 19 on the play.
And it's 1st and 10. Collier drops back and throws it, and he overthrows it. Incomplete. I think the closest player to it was number 25, Stuntenroth of the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
That was either a situation where the receiver went opposite way from Collier expected, or he was just throwing it away. Not really sure on that one.
.53 seconds, first half. Collier will drop back, and he'll put it in the air, and that pass is going to be...
It's complete, but there's
complete,
no gain on the play.
Completed to about the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for Chambersburg as the clock runs down to 27 seconds. Play clock down to 20. And this is Collier again handing the football off
to Jones.
And he gets it up to the 49-yard line of the Eagles. And that very well might be the final play of the first half, and it is. And at the half tonight here at Cumberland Valley, the Eagles lead by a score of 28-0 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Hi, it's Greg Kennedy, General Manager at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Don't let other dealers tell you what we can't do. Let us show you what we can do. There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is, you don't have to travel. We're right here in Greencastle. Stop and shop or check us out online at blazechevy.com, where you can shop at your place, at your pace. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy deal. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania state inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tag savings on every Chevy in stock. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drives. So find out for yourself why so many travel so far. It's our lowest price guarantee, and only right here in Greencastle at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Fall is fabulous in Franklin County, whether it is in your own backyard or as a weekend getaway. Lots of apples, pumpkins, hay mazes, hay rides, fall foliage festivals, and more. The 27th annual Franklin Fall Farm Fun Fest is your chance to milk a cow, enjoy a bowl of fresh ice cream, or take a wagon farm tour. This and more family fun at Berkeley Farms on Grand Point Road, Chambersburg on September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more fun, find your way out of a 10-acre corn maze at Country Creek Produce Farm on Enter Road in Chambersburg. Great fall fun is waiting in Franklin County. For more to see and do, visit explorefranklincountypa.com.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
When it comes to flipping pages of a calendar, Johnny's Rod Hocker Dog Hocker has plenty of practice.
It's Johnny's anniversary sale. We're celebrating 62 years.
Each fully cooked beef brisket,
$17.95. Wow, it's out in Chambersburg and Johnny's Express.
Greencastle, Chambersburg in the ball game. But let's take a look at some other games around the area tonight. At the half, 0 lead in that ball game before Shippensburg 21-21. And that is Greencastle and West Perry tied at 21. And they are still in the second quarter. The F&M Trust, the sports network on midpennbroadcasting.com. The sports page .blog.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at antruminspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Nellie Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nellie Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Okay, what you got here is your basic Ford Escape. You can buy it right here. This baby doesn't mess around, and it drives the competition crazy. See this hands-free liftgate? We have it. These guys don't. Need help parking? Escape has it. Do they? No, no, no. Got jet skis or a boat? Not the Titanic. Something smaller? If it weighs more than this, these guys can't do it. That's the Ford Escape, and we're Keystone Ford. Fast, fair, and friendly.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we will help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untappable 1-800-423-USAF.
Fans from all across Franklin County have a new way to follow your favorite stories. Photos, updated, bring you the games on your phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, and radio. The Sport are your new source for Franklin County sports.
Here at half Cumberland Valley so far here tonight as the Eagles, and when we come back, we'll take .blog.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your leave for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Hi, North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tax savings when they're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new road.
100% tuition assistance. And Mid-Penn Broadcast.
The 27th annual Franklin Road Chambersburg on
Del Martin in applications and a full line of
Premier HVACPA.
Valley at the half, and West Perry made
it down there, just didn't get anything out of it. Real big plays, as you'll see when the total yards is passing. Chambersburg 6 out of 13 for 54. Tyler Collier was 6 of 13 for 95 yards. Charlie Catcher had only 2 carries for 67 yards, and that included a -3, so he had that 170-yard run. And Cole McCoy had 3 carries for 43. Jared Plessinger, of course, did the passing 2 out of 3 for 74 yards. So a lot of yards on the ground given up by Chambersburg. That's not surprising. That's Cumberland Valley's bread and butter, and we know they're good at it. But Chambersburg did move the ball some, 8 first downs. That's not too bad. They just didn't, when they had the one good chance to score, they didn't take advantage of it. And they do get the ball back here to start the second half, so I don't know. I mean, it wasn't her. I mean, the first couple possessions for CV were way too easy. I think the defense did a little bit better job after that, except for catcher's 70-yarder. But it's just the problem is they have to devote everybody they possibly can to stop the run, and that's going to leave the pass open. Which actually the only time they had an incompletion was a penalty anyway. It was declined. So it's one of those things. When CV does pass, you're almost surprised by it, and you have to be ready for it because they do good play action on stuff.
And it is, and CD does not throw the ball, or CV does not throw the ball a whole lot.
They don't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're racking up all those yards
Yeah.
on the ground, I mean, and that's the thing. They lull you to sleep. They certainly do have the ability, especially with a guy like Catcher. He's got to be one of the best receivers in the whole league. So when you do need to pass, he's a guy to go to. And actually, I mean, both times they threw to him tonight, he was wide open. On the first one, that was the first pass of the game, and that was on a nice play action after and when Chambersburg can't stop the run, you have to throw everybody up there, and it's not surprising Catcher got behind the secondary. The second one was a shorter pass, but again, he made a little move to the inside, and there was nobody there, and he had probably 10-yard cushion before anybody was on him.
Wow.
And that pass play, the first one was for 45 yards and a touchdown. The second one was for 29 yards, and that set up the last score of the half for CV. So a big thing for Chambersburg here, I think, is come out and get the ball, get some more first downs, get a little bit of momentum going, and I mean, let's be real here. They're probably not going to come back and win this game, but obviously, making a decent showing in the second half could help your confidence a little bit. And they have shown some things on offense. Like I said, Collier really looks good throwing the ball. He had, I would say, 2 of his 13 passes were really off target. He's had 3 right out to the side to Kyrie Morton that were, just outlet passes, but they were really well covered by Cumberland Valley. So he actually gained a total of 3 yards on 3 completions. So, but he has had time. The offensive line so far this year has done a good job pass blocking. I will say Cumberland Valley has really not done much blitzing, but still, he's had time. He's able to pick out some guys that have come open. So hopefully see more of that here.
And Trojans to take the kick to start the second half. And breaking a couple of tackles and still on his feet. Up to the 40-45 over near the 48-yard line was number 8?
I think it was 9.
Number 9 is Tashawn Worrell.
Hang on a second. Looks like 9 to me.
Okay, number 9 is Worrell. Some other scores. It is Northern leading Big Spring 24-7 at the half, and at the half, Lower Dolphin leads Cedar Cliff 15-7. The Colts a future opponent in a couple of weeks for the Chambersburg Trojans.
That was the best kickoff return Chambersburg's had this year. Good field position out to their 47.
And the Trojans have had field position tonight. They just got to turn it into points. And here's the handoff, and the ball is up over the 50 to about the 48-yard line. Jones again on the run for Chambersburg. And it'll bring up a second down and 6 yards to go. Halftime show was brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. As Jones gets the call again, finds the hole up the middle, and has a first down at the 41-yard line.
Gained 7 on that. That one was a little more successful. Instead of Collier holding the ball and waiting to do some reading, that time he just gave it to him straight ahead, and Jones with that quick speed was into the hole before CV could react.
And again, Jones is going to get the call, and again he's got a little bit of room. And this time he gets it to the 35-yard line.
Now the line's doing a decent job blocking here in this. Got 6 yards on that play. Jones slipped down right when he got the ball.
And he falls to the ground, and that
unfortunately, that's going to be a loss of probably 2. Yep.
And it'll be a 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for the Chambersburg Trojans. And Collier goes to the air, and he bounces it in front of his receiver.
That was a nicely designed play there. They had Seth Browse out on the wing, and they faked the pass to him. And the second receiver, who I think is, I'm not sure who that is. I can't tell. But he was wide open, and Collier he rushed the throw. He had time, but he rushed it and bounced it in front of him. Great play, just wasn't executed right.
And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 yards to go, and the Trojans will punt it away. End over end kick that is going to bounce, and it's going to be into the end zone, so it'll be out to the 20-yard line. Is where the Eagles will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And Nazir Taylor there tried to hit it into the coffin corner, and the ball did bounce before the goal line, but before the Chambersburg player could get there to stop it, it did roll across into the end zone. Let's see if the defense can hold Cumberland Valley here.
As Cumberland Valley with their initial possession of the second half.
Palmer.
And Palmer will carry the ball for a gain up near the 27, 28-yard line.
That puts him over 100 yards for the game. That's 10 carries for 103.
Pretty good average.
I'd
over
like
10,
that average, yeah.
That's a 1st down every time you touch it.
Yep, that's pretty much been the way it is.
Yeah. And Plessinger, the quarterback, is going to hand the football off. The Eagles will be up for their 1st down at the 35-yard line.
That was McCoy. So that gained 7 yards, 1st down.
28-0, the Eagles lead it. 3rd quarter, 8:50 remaining to be played. And the handoff again, this is Palmer. And Palmer has it up over the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're doing a little bit better stopping that. He's not getting 1st down every time he carries it, but it's still 6 yards.
Yeah. So we cut 4 yards off the average.
Well, the CV line is just, it's just, they work well together. They're not big, but they're a pretty good team up there. Pretty good opening holes.
And it'll be a 2nd and 4. And Plessinger to the air. He has it completed to Kastner, but right there is the Trojans to bring him down at the 45-yard line. Charlie Kastner, the future Nittany Lion, on the receiving end. It was enough for a 1st down.
No, I think it's
1st and 10.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 40.
Yep. Only gained 5 yards, but they only needed 4, I guess.
And the handoff once again and up to midfield.
That's Whitmer, I believe.
Yeah, so Whitmer carries it this time. Eagles always have a talented group of running backs.
Just across midfield in Trojan territory. 2nd down,
That's kind of just to keep the defense honest a little bit. He's certainly not their main carry. He's only got 3 carries tonight.
Plessinger under center. And Plessinger will go to the air, and he'll have it complete down the sideline and up to the 35-yard line.
McCoy.
Cole McCoy on the receiving end.
Number 1, Cole McCoy. Play results in a Cumberland Valley first down. Justin Reckbach with the tackle.
So it's another Eagles first down. They took over at the Trojan 20, or their own 20, and they marched to the Trojan 37-yard line. And we're down to 6:28 remaining to be played in the third quarter. And there's the handoff again. This is Palmer, and he is going to be stuffed by the Trojans at the 44 or 41-yard line.
That was Stephen McSwain on the tackle. And he's the one that popped catcher there a couple plays ago, too. So a couple nice plays in this series for McSwain.
And we're looking at a second down and 9 yards to go for the Eagles. 2nd and 9. Plessinger with play action. He's back. He rolls and he throws it over the middle. He has it complete to McCoy. McCoy breaks 1 tackle and is finally down at around the 15-yard line.
Complete to Cole McCoy. Run out of bounds by 7.
I think what's happening is they're doing a little better job covering catcher, and that's leaving McCoy open. It's a gain of 23 on the play.
It looks like they're going to spot it at the 13. So the spot of the football comes at the 13-yard line for the Eagles. Gary Klein with Ed Gottwalls. Thanks for joining us tonight on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. Happy to have you along. And there is the handoff, and with a flag down.
That was catcher, I believe.
It was catcher on coming around the end on the handoff. Yeah, number 2 is
Chambersburg did a really good job getting over there in mass and stopping that for, and it's also going to go against Cumberland Valley for holding.
So that will march it back for the Eagles.
It's taking it back to the 25. CV's had 4 penalties, and they've all been major ones so far. 30.
Yeah, they've had some pretty big
56 yards.
Down to 4:52, third quarter. 28-0, Cumberland Valley lead. And that's Palmer again, and they're able to stop Palmer up near the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 5. And it's going to be 2nd down and 17. Spot of the football is going to come on the 20.
See, most teams ever going on 1st and 22, they would have thought about pass first, but not CV.
Yeah, right.
They might now, but that's not their first thought.
Passing is secondary in their offense. And over it comes. Now here comes the pass, is off and complete and down the right sideline and out of bounds. Is that number 84?
Yep.
And 84 on the roster is
Stone Huffman. And that's going to take it down to, looks like the 5-yard line. So they got 15, 3rd and 1.
And the Cumberland Valley score here will put the game into mercy rule. A touchdown and an extra point will put it in. Plessinger under center. Plessinger keeps it, and is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown. So it is a touchdown.
That was, I could see that coming because Plessinger lined up right behind the center, and there was nobody right over the center. And he certainly was going to get the first down, and he drove his legs enough to get 5 yards and the touchdown.
And it's 34-0 Cumberland Valley with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. And that kick is up. It looks good from here. It is. Mercy Rule kicks in. It is 35-0. Cumberland Valley leads this one on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
But don't want to buy a new one, what are you going to do? A newspaper ad, Craigslist, or the old sign in the windshield? You will get to talk to some really interesting people, but the odds of you selling your car aren't really good. But you can bring it to Keystone Ford, and here's my promise to you. We'll appraise your car with no obligation and make you an offer. If you accept the offer, you'll get your check that day. Now, how easy was that? We're Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Back at Cumberland Valley High School, New Kingston, Pennsylvania, the home of the Cumberland Valley Eagles. Had a long-standing tradition here with Eagles football, and this year appears to be no exception. 35-0 Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg. 3:39 to go here in the third quarter. And there is the kick, and it's going to be taken by the Chambersburg Trojans, and breaking away momentarily, but then being brought down at the 21-yard line. And
no idea who that was.
Yeah, it was almost impossible to see.
I'm bringing my binoculars next week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough angles a lot of times, and it
bad eyes too.
Yeah, bad eyes. I have a pair of them, man. For my entire life, they've been like that.
Whatever.
And they're not getting any better.
No, they don't do that.
Yeah.
And they'll start in the 22.
Okay, the 22-yard line, and quarterback back, and Collier will throw, and the pass is going to be dropped. Dropped by the Trojans.
It was Coda Heckman.
Heckman, number 85.
I think it's one of those classic cases where he was wide open, and he was looking to see if anybody was coming. He took his eye off it and dropped it.
So there the clock is running on the incomplete pass. You get a few variations of this mercy rule from game to game.
Yeah, should be timeouts and scores and injuries, I think.
Timeouts, scores, and injuries is the only time you stop it, right?
Should be.
And there the ball is pitched over, and Jones will get some room, and he'll get up to about the 32-yard line.
Should be a first down, I believe. Yep.
Yep, if a spot is on the 32, it is, and it is a first down.
Keyshawn Jones, 22 carries for 89 yards so far.
So he's had a good night.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much of Clay Myers tonight.
He hasn't been in all on offense, I don't think.
And that's the ball off, and it is complete. And that's up to the 36-yard line. Not much of a gain, but about 3 yards. Bring up a second down and 7. Second and 6, they call it, as a spot is on the 37-yard line. Collier back in the shotgun, and he's back and drops and throws the ball And did he catch?
Yeah, I think he did.
Catch. Or no, incomplete.
No, okay.
Be a 3rd down and 6.
He was kind of going away from us there. I didn't really have a good look at whether he could have caught that or not. There was a defender pretty close by. Now we have 3rd and 6.
And
Hackman dropped another one.
And that drop pass will make it a 4th down. And the Trojan punt team will be in.
I know Mark Luther really emphasized this year that in order for this offense to work, the receivers are going to have to make catches out there. And they did for most of the half against Shippensburg, second half against Shippensburg, plus that driving into the first half. But they've had some drops tonight, no question of that.
And that is a momentum killer right there. It kills drives. Yeah, you need to hang on to the football. And that kick is up high and over end, and it's going to bounce and take a roll, and it's finally going to be down at about the 33-yard line. And you talked about it earlier. Collier seems to have a great arm on, or he does have a great arm on him. And
I didn't get to see him too much last year, but when I did, it looked like he was a little, I want to say tentative maybe. He just didn't have the confidence, and he didn't zip the ball in there quite as much tonight. Most of the throws have been really nice tight spirals, and they haven't all exactly been completely on the money, but I'd say 75% to 80 of them have been. And they do have some zip on them, so that might make it a little tougher to catch, but that's going to be the end of the quarter.
And we've played 3 tonight here in Cumberland Valley, and the Eagles lead this one by a score of 35-0 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPenBroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the SportsPage.blog.
Ford has a very simple, easy to understand, crystal clear guarantee. We will beat any competitor's advertised price on the brand name tires we sell. That's our Keystone Ford low price tire guarantee.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Fourth quarter action underway tonight here at Cumberland Valley High School, and the Eagles lead this one by a score of 35-0, and the handoff and bring it around the right side, breaking a couple of tackles. That is number 28, Chase Ebersole.
Looks like Eagles have put in their second string here, at least the skill position. I'm not sure about the line.
And let's see, quarterback-wise, it's Plessinger. Haven't picked it up yet. Not sure if Plessinger.
No, it's number 11, I believe.
Number 11 for the quarterback is Connor Strauss.
And he just fumbled the ball.
A flag follows.
Well, there's a flag before the play because they had two backs moving. Chambersburg recovered the fumble, but yep, that was declined. So Chambersburg does get the ball back.
So it'll be Trojan football with the fumble recovery. 35-0. There's been a few positives, though, for the Chambersburg Trojans tonight. They have moved the ball well at times, not been able to finish drive, come up with a couple of turnovers, and had a few big stops against Cumberland Valley.
Now, it certainly would be nice to see him put some points on the board.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need that for.
I do think it looks like Cumberland Valley's second string's in on defense too.
So the Trojans will try to do something here, and Collier is back. He throws, and it's going to be incomplete, broken up, and getting a hand on it there for the Eagles. It looks like number 20. turnaround 24. And it's Matthew Barrick who broke it up.
I haven't seen Devin Carball at all tonight. I'm not sure whether he's injured or not. He played really well against Shippensburg.
And there's the pitch out, and it goes to Jones, and Jones will get a couple of yards up to the 40-yard line. And it's Chambersburg band plays on. They've been entertaining us all night here on the visitor side of the field.
That was kind of weird. There was an ambulance or fire truck out on Route 11 that's hit the sign. I could hear that through the headphones.
Yeah.
I thought, what the heck's going on? I know.
Yeah.
It must have been.
Yeah, we see the fire truck out there now on 11. And if we heard it in the headphones, Ed, they heard it watching us.
There was a holding penalty on that play. With all the noise going on and everything else, we didn't see that. Because it takes it back to the Chambersburg 49.
Moving clock at 10:22. Tyler Collier at quarterback. And Collier is back, and he goes deep, and the pass is complete! Touchdown, Chambersburg! And a thing of beauty right there for the Trojans.
Got to see who that is.
Yeah,
that was a tremendous pass and an even better catch. It was Devin Carball. That's the guy I just asked about.
Yeah, there's your answer. He's in the ball game.
Yeah, he certainly was there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 51-yard play there. That was exceptionally well done all the way around. He had plenty of time. He just reared back and threw that ball. And that one wasn't really a tight spiral, but it got almost all the way to the end zone.
It was.
And Carball made a great catch.
It was a thing of beauty, and the Trojans are on the board. That's one you would like to have on the highlight reel right there for Chambersburg. Snap, kick is down, it's up, it is good. And there's a break in the action with the score. Cumberland Valley 35, Chambersburg 7 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
Chambersburg gets on the board at the 10:07 mark of the third quarter on the touchdown pass from Tyler Collier to Devin Carball.
See, they should have thrown the hill all night.
Yeah, should have done. You're right. Yeah, we've been doing that. We maybe have about 4 more on the board here. Well, great to see the Trojans get on the board, and hopefully a few more here in this fourth quarter. And there is the kick taken by the Eagles back at the 10-yard line to the 20, 25, and up to the 30-yard line. And that's Palmer on the return for the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
Chambersburg player down on the field.
That was 51 yards?
51.
51 yards.
And that ball traveled probably 60 in the air. I'm thinking Carball caught it about the 5, and after Collier dropped back about 10 yards or so.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, it was.
It was just a straight old fly pattern there by Carball, and he beat the defense. That ball was on the money. Fun to see that.
Yes, it is. It is, and it shows you. Right there was you got to look at the arm of Tyler Collier.
Yeah,
I mean,
yep, he showed it there big time.
And a player down on the field.
Yeah, we can't say what the number is.
Yeah, they are completely down. Okay, no updates on any of the other games, so apparently nobody has scored in the Waynesboro Shippensburg game or the Greencastle-West Perry game. Waynesboro was leading Shippensburg 14-7 at the half. West Perry over Greencastle also at the half in that one by a score of 24-21. And
just noticed on Twitter that AD Jeremy Flores just tweeted out that Tyler Luther had the kick on that extra point instead of Nazir Taylor.
Okay, so it was Luther.
Yep,
yeah.
That's Mark's Coach Mark Luther's son, and he's just a sophomore. Heard he's got a big leg.
And that's always good news.
Yep.
With Nazir Taylor has done an outstanding job for the Trojans over the years. And there's the handoff again, and not much doing there. Couple of yards.
Ebersole in the carry there.
It is a 2nd and 7. We're down to 9:15. And there's the handoff and through the Trojan line. Good for about 3 yards. Is there a fumble on the play? It appears that there is.
Looks like there was.
And the Trojans have it. The Trojans have recovered the football again.
Well, they've certainly been opportunistic on defense. They have 3 fumble recoveries now.
Yeah, the game is mercy ruled, but this certainly, Ed, to me, has not been one of the more lopsided games I've seen between these two teams.
I would agree with that.
Not at all. You know, Trojans have done a lot both on offense and defense tonight. A flag down, and there's either movement or a delay.
It was in the backfield. Cumberland Valley had too many guys on the field.
Okay, we'll move it up. There's 8:40 to go. Quick score, onside kick, and we can start thinking comeback here.
Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Yeah. Let's keep the football. And this Collier drops back, pumps once and throws, and he has it off and has it completed. And all the way up to the 19-yard line for the Trojans. Is that Jones?
It's 20. No, it's
20.
20. It's Morton.
Morton, okay. Number 20, Morton for Chambersburg.
It's going to be on the 16, I believe.
So the Trojans deep in Eagles territory again at the 16-yard line. And, dropping back is Collier. He goes to the end zone. It is incomplete. Couple of Eagles getting their hands on the football there. Pass incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down, 2nd and 10. And yes, as you can see on the traffic in the background, right along Route 11 here.
Yep.
At Cumberland Valley High School. And there is the pitch out again. And this is Jones. He's still on his feet. And he is going to be in for the touchdown. Chambersburg Trojans And with 7:04, the Trojans are on the board again. And it is a 35-13 game. Keyshawn Jones with the carry.
Luther's out there again for the kick.
So it'll be Luther to try to add on number 14. And there is somebody jumped there and offsides. I believe it was Cumberland Valley. Yeah, they're moving it that way, so they'll move it 5 yards closer. And here's Luther for the kick, and it is blocked. A couple of Eagles get a hand on it. Kick is blocked, so there's a break in the action. Cumberland Valley 35, Chambersburg 13 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Nellie Fox Bowl rocks the late night away every Friday and Saturday from 10 to 12:30. It's the fun and excitement of laser bowling with music geared toward the younger generation. Everyone is welcome. Sundays at Nellie Fox Bowl from 12 to 4:30. Bowl for just $10 per lane with up to 6 people per lane. Nellie Fox Bowl, 3857 Molly Pitcher Highway South, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 12:30. And Sunday, 12:30 to 10.
MidpennBroadcasting.com.
Okay, update. Waynesboro has just went ahead of Shippensburg 21-7 in the third quarter. So an upset in the making there.
Looks like they recovered their own fumble in the end zone.
Recovered their own.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to fumble in the end zone, it's good to recover it. And that's the kick. It's being taken by the Eagles. But was there
was I think Chambersburg might have been offsides on that. Yep, they were. It's interesting that I see Tyler Luther also had the kickoff on that. I'm not sure he's giving him a shot tonight with the game in hand, or I don't think Nazir Taylor got hurt or anything, but. Looks like they have Charlie Catcher back in the game to return. And he doesn't get it, but Palmer does, I think.
And there.
That's Jake Palmer in there.
So Palmer putting their first team back in.
Well, for the kickoff they did.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if they come back out on the field here.
And
took it back to the 40. I believe they're
West.
Yeah, they still have the second string offense in.
West Perry is up on Greencastle 31-28.
Wow.
And that's 2:40 to go in the third quarter.
There's two surprises down that way.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Greencastle and Waynesboro. And both on the losing end as of right now. And there's the handoff, and that looks like Palmer going.
It's Ebersol.
Ebersol, okay, yeah. Going up to the 45-yard line. So it is Ebersol, number 28.
Looks to me like Chambersburg has some subs in there on defense now.
And there's the handoff again. And yardage up to the 45-yard line of the Trojans with 5:43 to go. And we're down to 5.5 minutes left. 5.5 to go in this one. And there's the handoff again, and this time a whole lot of room breaking through some Trojan defenders, and all the way down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's Ebersole again.
And Chase Ebersole strikes again.
Now they're marking off a penalty again. I think. Yep, there must have been another hold. 15 yards.
Cumberland Valley has had quite a number of penalties tonight, Ed.
They've all been at least 10 yards too.
Yeah, they've been big ones. I think far more than Chambersburg had.
I'm really not sure what that was. That was more than just a holding, I think. That knocks it back to the 15 or to the 50. It was a 15-yard penalty.
And it will be a 1st and 14. And that's a handoff. Ebersole gets to the call again, and Chase has the ball down to the 40-yard line. And it's 2nd down, 7 yards to go. And we're down to 4 minutes left in this one.
That was a quarterback getting stuffed on that one. Connor Strauss. Loss of 5 on that. Be 3rd and 11.
Clock moving down to 3:20 to go. Quarterback will hand it off to Chase Ebersole. And Ebersole will be able to dance up to about the 41-yard line.
Cumberland Valley's chewing up the clock here. Now they got a 4th and 7. He's going to go ahead and go for it.
And if the Trojans can stop them, they'll get another shot here. 4th down and 7 yards to go. And they hand it off again. Ebersole. And he is going to get up to, he's not going to get the 1st down.
He was close. He should have been almost brought down for a loss, but he broke through the tackle. But
I think he's still short. It's 30, it looks like he's at about the 37.
Yeah.
Yep, Chambersburg will take over on downs as they turn the sticks the other way. Trojans with a score here could make this thing look respectable, Ed.
Yes, indeed.
Huh? Yeah, 35-20, 21. That's, yeah. Trojans did
looks like Brady Stumball's in now.
So a Stumball and a quarterback. Collier had went the whole way up until this series. And Stumball is back. The lefty throws, and it is incomplete. It'll bring up a second down and 10 yards to go for the Trojans. Like to see the Trojans get on the board one more time here in this one. Trailing 35-13.
They're taking a long time with these plays. I mean, normally on an incomplete pass, they wouldn't have any trouble with that, but
right, but the clock's moving. Yeah,
they're not going to get too many plays that keep doing it like that.
And this is Stumball again, and he throws it. He's got it completed out over midfield to the 45-yard line. Number 11,
Keaton Morris.
Morris Keaton. So Keaton on the reception, and we're down inside a minute. The Trojans better hurry up a little bit here. You know they'd love to put another score on the board. And the handoff again, and getting yardage down to the 40, and all the way down to the 30-yard line on the carry for Chambersburg is number 10. Is that
Alsager.
Pierre
Alsager.
He's not listed on the roster, is he?
Well, he's on mine.
Oh, okay.
We got some differences here.
Yeah, right, we do. Yeah.
There was a timeout called after that play.
And we'll do the same. We'll take time with 41 seconds to go on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com.
Most of us would agree that getting your education is important. Most of us would also agree that finding a way to pay for it can be difficult. The United States Air Force can help. We'll help get your education with up to 100% tuition assistance. You can also earn an associate's degree through the Community College of the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or visit www.airforce.com. This message is brought to you by Technical Sergeant Kevin Patrick and the United States Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
And there's a ball is going to be intercepted. Interception. Stumball's pass is intercepted with 33 seconds to go. And that...
Matthew Barrick picked that off.
And that's going to eliminate the Trojans' chances of scoring again. And Ed, they had a couple of more opportunities in the first half. They did not convert.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, at least one good one there, yeah.
Yeah, that they did one really good one that they didn't, but able to put 13 points on the board here in the second half.
Chambersburg's had two turnovers tonight. One was that bizarre fumble / pass that Collier had, and then the interception here.
So-called turnover on that one. And the running the football down to 26 seconds to go.
It was just this quarterback Strauss there just took that one. That's probably going to be the last play.
And it should be the last play of the game. And it's going to be. So for the 26th consecutive time, the Cumberland Valley Eagles are in the win column against the Chambersburg Trojans as they win this one tonight here by a score of 35-13. And we will be coming back with the post-game show after these messages on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, GameTimePA.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Don't let other dealers tell you what we can't do. Let us show you what we can do. There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, They find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is you don't have to travel. We're right here in Greencastle. Stop and shop or check us out online at blazechevy.com, where you can shop at your place, at your pace. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the used car super center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania state inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tag savings on every Chevy in stock. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drives. So find out for yourself why so many travel so far. It's our lowest price guarantee, and only right here in Greencastle at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Fall is fabulous in Franklin County, whether it is in your own backyard or as a weekend getaway. Lots of apples, pumpkins, hay mazes, hay rides, fall foliage, festivals, and more. The 27th annual Franklin Fall Farm Fun Fest is your chance to milk a cow, enjoy a bowl of fresh ice cream, or take a wagon farm tour. This and more family fun at Berkeley Farms on Grand Point Road, Chambersburg on September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more fun, find your way out of a 10-acre corn maze at Country Creek Produce Farm on Enter Road in Chambersburg. Great fall fun is waiting in Franklin County. For more to see and do, visit explorefranklincountypa.com. Green Village Family Restaurant is a proud supporter of the Chambersburg Trojans. Green Village Family Restaurant is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, homemade soups, and daily specials. Banquet rooms are available. Book your party for the holiday season. Green Village Family Restaurant, 5440 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year, this is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Cumberland Valley High School Trojans lose it tonight here by a score of 35-13. Chambersburg fell behind 35-0 in the ball game. They trailed at the half by a score of 28-0. Mercy rule went into effect in the third quarter, and after that, Chambersburg came back to came back to score 2 touchdowns, and but it was still far short. We mentioned there were some positives tonight. Chambersburg with some pretty big turnover, turnovers in the ball game that the defense picked up for them. Some nice runs by Keyshawn Jones in the game. He was nearing 100 yards and probably went over it in the football game. And, all in all, it was, a Cumberland Valley's ball game. But we mentioned before, over the years, we have seen a lot bigger dominant performances from the hands of Cumberland Valley. Chambersburg seemed to be able to play with the Eagles a little bit more tonight than they have a lot of times in the past. Post-game show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. We'll be back to take a look at the scoreboard from around the area right after this on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and GameTimePA.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back, everyone. Cumberland Valley High School, and let's get some updates from around the area. Boy, they got a real Donnybrook at Greencastle tonight. Fourth quarter, 6:26 to go. West Perry scores, and Greencastle still leading in that one by a score of 38-35. Or check it, it's West Perry ahead, 38-35 in that ball game. Shippensburg is still down to Waynesboro as Waynesboro leads the Shippensburg Greyhounds by a score of 21-7. And at last report, that game was at the end of the third quarter. Kind of a bizarre play as Waynesboro fumbled in the end zone and then recovered their own fumble for the third touchdown. And I guess the big play of the night for Chambersburg, and it was a big-time throw from Tyler Collier, and just a great catch from Devin Carball, a play of 51 yards, which got Chambersburg on the board for its first score tonight. And the consistency of Cumberland Valley, again, evident tonight, as they have so many weapons they can throw at you. We got a look a good look tonight at Charlie Catcher, who is bound for Penn State. And Jared Plessinger, an outstanding quarterback, Jake Palmer, and even Chase Ebersole, and the runners on the second team, Cole McCoy as a receiver. It's just it's just a talent-laden ball club, the Cumberland Valley Eagles. Well, the Chambersburg Trojans will be back next week at home for the first time this year after the forfeit. Believe it or not, it will be their first home game, and that will come against CD East, and you can watch that one right here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. Mike Berger and Ed Gottwals will be with you next Friday night from Chambersburg. And as the Trojans, with the defeat, fall to 0-4 on the season, and the Cumberland Valley Eagles will improve their record to 4 wins and no losses. Operating the camera tonight, Indy Bussey on the camera, bringing you all the great pictures here from Cumberland Valley High School. And tonight's game on Mid-Penn Broadcasting has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. By Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. By the Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly. 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. By the United States Air Force, aim high, the U.S. Air Force. By Del Martin Incorporating, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, 850 North Antrim Way, Greencastle. Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Service, superior service, competitive prices, 2406 Molly Pitcher Highway in Chambersburg. By Green Village Drive-In, proudly supporting the Chambersburg Trojans. By Nellie Fox Bowl, the home of laser bowling every Friday and Saturday nights. Also brought to you tonight by Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Phone 717-597-9900. By Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-up hats, and so much more. By the SportsPage.blog, your new source for Franklin County sports. Check out the SportsPage.blog for the latest scores, stories, and highlights from Franklin and Fulton County. By Klein Tours, New York, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Costa Rica, and more. Visit KleinTours.net for complete tour schedule. For Ed Gottwals, and be sure to go to the SportsPage.blog for complete post-game coverage of this game and all Franklin County games. That's the SportsPage.blog. For Ed Gottwals and India Bussey operating the camera tonight, I'm Gary Klein saying so long from Cumberland Valley, where once again the final score tonight is the Cumberland Valley Eagles 35, Chambersburg 13. Good night, everybody.